Wow, I'm very honored na meron tayong medyo writer to ha. At boxing analyst din. May YouTube channel din siya, JM Siyasat. What's up, brother? Napapalakpak ah. Teka, nakamute yata, sir. Unmute ka muna. Yan.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good evening. I just wanted to have some
Subscriber
chat
ako
with
niyan
boxing fans. Wait, thank you. Si Diego kanina
Subscriber ako
parang
sa'yo.
nakita ko hata kanina dun sa ano.
James.
Ay,
Subscriber mo
thank
din
you,
ako.
bro. Ay, salamat. Dito pala
Daming
nanggagaling
subscriber,
yung
ah.
mga subs ko sa'yo, Powcast eh.
Hindi, sabi ko nga sa kanila. Hindi ko, naka-live ka rin kanina eh. Team lang kayo yata yung topic mo eh. Ang daming naka-live. Sabi ko, bahala na. Ano na. Pero it's nice for you to join us. You wanna chime in on the Cambosos Lopez?
Yeah, I just wanted to connect with boxing fans and what better place. Andito naman na kayo and you guys are all boxing fans. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the way I see it. Ito Diego kayo. Tatanungin ko kayo. When you hear the word thriller, anong pumapasok sa isip nyo?
Ako na muna dyan. Kasi marami kasing hater ng thriller dito. Ako, I'm not a hater eh. I'm not a hater of thriller. I see thriller as an innovator. Okay. Para sa akin, although some people doesn't like the celebrity, the YouTubers, I think they're doing something different. I am not exactly a fan ng nung dalawang kanta bago yung next fight. Sobrang nag-drag ako. Hindi ako sanay na may concert, may mga twerking pa, ang haba, no? Because I bought the Triller pay-per-view on fight eh. So, but yung pagpasok nila sa Chofimo Lopez Cambosos, na bigyan ako ng hope na Triller is not only there to promote entertainment kind of fight, but also real boxing fight. Unfortunately, these things are happening. Sabi nga sa comment, naubusan ng swerte ang Twitter. At yung kinita nila kay Tyson Fury na wala na kagad. Biruin mo yun, $10 million. So I see Triller as an innovator and I see na may mga promotion na rin. Sina Jake Paul, they saw the opportunity and that's where they're creating their own promotion. Probably gonna do this type of things. And whether we like it or not, uso talaga. Sabi ko nga, JM, baka in the future, hindi lang record ng sabihin. Pati the number of subscribers. Manny Pacquiao with 5 million subscribers.
Okay.
Doon na mababasihan din ng pera. Yun ang aking point of view. You guys, what do you think?
Sa akin, pagka naririnig...
Teka, isa. Diego, then Kultura. Sorry. Ay, si Kultura daw muna. Nagbigay si Diego eh. Go.
Sige. Salamat. Para sa akin, pag naririnig ko kasi yung thriller, parang pumapasok sa utak ko, entertainment talaga eh. Hindi boxing eh. Parang unang pumapasok sa utak ko, YouTuber eh, mga ganun. So parang di seryoso, mga ganun. Wala, yun lang. May perception lang ako na ganun.
Okay. Diego?
It's an absolute shit show. Circus.
Say that again. Naputol eh.
Absolute shit show. Pero
lagyan ka. Okay.
Alam niyo ba yung history ng may-ari ng Triller?
Oh, sige.
Parang may pyramid scheme siya dati na he's a fraud. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's bringing that to boxing. I think this is just my speculation. I think the big boxing promoters, the people who holds boxing, I think they're trying to kick Triller out. They're doing everything they can. Kasi these guys, they have no connection. They came out of nowhere and then they're doing this. I think talagang they pissed off a few people in boxing.
Yun nga. Okay. Guys, the other ends.
So, para po sa akin is mas better na mag-focus na lang sila sa exhibition na mga boxing match. Okay. Tsaka wag na po silang mangialam mismo dun sa real boxing talaga.
Okay.
Yun lang po.
Reds ko sa kay MJ na lang sila makipag-collaborate. Sabi double in 1970. Thank you, JM, for asking this question. Napaisip tuloy sila eh. Teka lang, sagutin muna daw si Double 1970 at saka si Anthony din, JM, para kompleto lahat ng perspective. Double M 1970.
Ay, sa Triller ba? Well, yan nga. Entertainment eh. Ganun din ang kuwan ko. Basa ko dyan sa kuwan. Parang hindi sila seryoso sa kuwan. Parang hindi sila bagay sa isang serious na kuwan. Event. Di ba?
Okay. Grabe. Anthony.
Yung sa tanong ni Sir JM about anong naisip natin pag nababanggit yung thriller is actually excitement kasi thrill nga eh. So nakikita lang natin na yun nga sa base sa mga sagot natin na we are expecting for excitement kasi mga mga showbiz, mga kilala sa mga tapos meron pang mga legends sa boxing. So yun yung expected sa kanila, and then they are trying to upgrade hanggang sa nag-backfire yung pag-upgrade nila, nagiging downgrade. So yun yung nakikita ko sa kanila na parang medyo wala sila sa timing talaga, and then yung platform nila is medyo low key na medyo pagka nagbibigay ng thinking sa atin na medyo bastos na may mga may mga 58 years old pa na lalaban na matanda na, and then parang yun nga sinasabi nga nila na 58 years old papalabanin mo, and then para lang sa pera hindi mo inaano yung health ng and then yeah, meron naman yung health na na nagche-check sa kay Evander Holyfield, but yun nga, speaking of entertainment, hindi naman magiging entertainment yan kasi matanda na siya.
Okay, Anthony. Sige, JM, I'm interested. Teka, nagtaas pa si Reds eh. Baka para sagot na lang. Reds, ano ba yon? Excited na ako kay yun?
Dagdag ko lang po na kapag nangialam sila dun sa real boxing, masyadong malaki ang pera. Kaya lalaki yung ulo ng mga pro boxer. Kaya dapat stick to...
So ayaw mo kumita sila ng malaking pera? Sige. Anyway, JM, sige Mare, ikaw na.
So, yun basing sa lahat ng sinabi nyo, actually, agree ako kay Pao. Okay? Now, this thriller is an innovator. Okay? But what was the impression that they made out of all of this? Agree din ako sa sinabi ni Diego. At Pao, magbabasa-basa ka, yun naman talaga sinasabi ng mga tao. This thriller is a circus sideshow, shit show, clown act, whatever it is that you actually want to call it. Okay? Saka ba naman nakakita, Ben Askren, walang kamay, nagbo-boxing. Okay? So, what do you call that? It is what it is. Now, itong Teofimo Lopez versus Cambosos na to, it was their shot to make themselves look authentic. It was their pathway to legitimacy. Na kami, ito, legit boxing promoter kami. Ayo, kita mo, yung tumalo kay Lomachenko, ilalaban namin sa mandatory, di ba? It was their shot. It was their way to make themselves look legitimate. Now, tama si Pao, innovator, because they know how to make these circus sideshows work. They make money out of it. Okay? Pero ito ang problema. Do you know how to make money out of a legitimate boxing match? Okay? Kaya before, months back, you would have to go back to what Bob Arum said. Sabi ni Bob Arum, I would never put up, a purse bid of more than 3 million para sa Teofimo Lopez versus George Cambosos, because he knows what he's doing and he knows what these boxers are worth and what they can actually generate. So if I'm not mistaken, Bob Arum has put up some 2.5 million in dun sa purse bid na yon. And then it was matched by Hearns with $3.5 million. Okay? Then out of nowhere came along Triller, naglagay ng 6 million, almost double ng nilalagay nung Matchroom Boxing. So first things first, where did you get that figure? And how do you know that you are going to make money out of this? Because unang-una, Teofimo Lopez, as good as he is, all right, he is not a household name. Right? Yeah, kilala nyo siya kasi you guys are boxing hardcores. You know, you're boxing. But can you actually sell him to the casuals? Just like how you sold, maybe whatever kung sino pa or the oldies na old-timers na na draw mo the likes of, old Tyson fans na manood ng show mo. Okay? So, dun pa lang, na nag-first bid sila for $6 million, that to me was already alarming eh. Okay? That already spelled trouble. 'Di ba? How are they going to recuperate that money? So ito, yung tinitingnan nilang bagong date, I think this was already the fourth or the fifth time na gusto nilang baguhin yung date and venue. Pero we would have to go back a little, guys. Ano ba ang nangyari prior to this? Okay? Ang nangyari po kasi, before all this na gusto nilang palitan, yung dismal pay-per-view show nila na Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort reportedly did a dismal pay-per-view buys of 150,000. Okay? Lugi pa po sa premyo ng mga fighter. Okay? So talo ang Triller doon sa event na yon. So maybe I'm just saying, and of course this is not a fact and just a theory, that maybe the reason why they keep moving these dates and the reason why they are giving up on this now is because they need to actually gather some more funds, sponsors, maybe even more backers to actually put up the show, because they know that there's no way that they are going to get their money back, and if they cannot keep losing money, diba? They already lost a lot nung Holyfield. Now, if you are actually a promoter, you would know na ang mga promotion napakalaking chance mo na mawala ng pera sa isang show, okay? Sinabi na nga ni Bob Arum, isipin mo kay Terence Crawford, hindi siya kumikita ng pera. Terence Crawford na yun, sabi niya, I could have built a huge mansion sa Beverly Hills with the money I lost with Crawford, okay? I forgot which year was that, but guys, would you believe, even the UFC, at times, they do not make money. I forgot what year it was exactly, pero when John Jones returned, they even had to move one of his fights. I forgot what's the original venue. They moved it to Los Angeles towards the end of the year, because that was their only shot at making money noong taon na yon. Isipin mo how many fights, how many events ang nangyayari sa isang taon, sa isang calendar year ng UFC, and yet yung events na yon hindi kumikita. Okay? So hindi na foresee netong Triller na ganito. Kasi nga, bakit? Sure, you know how to sell these circus side shows. Sure, magaling kayo dyan. But do you know how to operate the real side of boxing business? Apparently, they don't. Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na mas alam pa nitong ginagawa niya kaysa kay Bob Arum. Hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na mas alam niya pa to kaysa kay Eddie Hearns. Then, if that fight is really of that magnitude to put up a first bid of 6 million, then maybe the likes of Bob Arum or whoever's promotion out there, diba, they would have matched that. But they know that they are not gonna see that money back. And again, guys, that is only the purse. Okay? Meron pa tayong binabayarang mga licensing fee, may mga medicals, alam mo yun, lahat ng hotels and accommodation, flights, and all that. Okay? Dun pa lang sa premyo na yon, they would have a hard time recuperating that money. Okay?
I think actually, JM, sige, tapusin mo na yung thought mo. Hindi pa pala taas ko.
Hindi, sige, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you brought up a good point, pero I think Triller, when they did the 6 million, they were trying to make a big impression, a big splash in the boxing industry.
Exactly.
At nabalitaan ko rin dito kasi na their initial plan, I don't know if you heard this, was put Chufimo Lopez on the undercard of a YouTuber.
Yeah.
But hindi pumayag. So, that was the original plan because they know how to sell a YouTuber. So, parang isisingit lang nila yun, but Chufimo Lopez did not want that. Yeah. And that spells the doom. Kaya nagkaganito-ganito tuloy yung problema. Exactly. So, yun. Nagkamali sila. Miscalculation. Kumbaga, marami silang problema, but they made the rookie promoter move. And now they lost the money.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly my point. That was exactly my point. It was their shot to make themselves look legitimate. Diba? Because if you're not a legitimate promoter, if you're not a serious kind of promoter, this is not the fight that you will touch. Okay? I mean, kung ikaw yung klase ng promoter, do you think, other promoters out there would touch the likes of Guillermo Rigondo? Parang ganun yan eh. Diba? Would you want anything to do with Guillermo Rigondo? You would need to know the business and how to work around these things in order for you to make money. And alam natin, a lot of things fall apart before a fight actually, happens. Right? So, hindi na yun nga, miscalculation and all that.
Diego, would I like to say something? Nakita ko na kagad nag-comment si Diego eh. Diego, you want to elaborate on what your point on this one?
Yun talaga, yung mga bagong promoters talaga, when they're starting in order to get boxers, they tend to overpay. PBC did that, and then PBC was famous for that. Alhaymon, laging thank you Alhaymon kasi ang laki ng binabayad. So did The Zone, yung Matchroom, ang laki din nila magbayad, yung binigay nila na deal kay Canelo, pinakamalaki.
Canelo.
That's how they entice boxers. Ang problema lang ng Triller talaga, na timingan na pandemic sila, and then talagang walang pera. And then laging naka-cancel pa yung mga laban due to COVID and stuff. And then walang live fights or hindi makapanood yung mga audience. So ganun talaga. Talagang bad timing.
Okay. Which is also a good point. I'm sure naman, Triller, siguro may konting miscalculation and the timing is really bad, but I'm sure they have advisors. But I mean, at this point, no, spending 10 million, kinonvert ko nga sa peso para mas makarelate tayo, almost 500 million pesos. Is it right for them to pull the plug? Nandito na sa dulo. Parang, what does this say about this fight?
Bro, kasi sa totoo lang, it's so easy for us to say na ituloy mo na lang kasi baka magkapera ka pa. But if you are on the promotions end, it doesn't stop there. The expenses will keep piling up, andyan pa yung taxes, may federal tax pa. You'd think na, maybe kumita pa ng kapraso, mapakabawi pa o recuperate.
O maka-equalize man lang.
Maka-equalize. Hindi. Well, equalize pa, wala na. Hindi na mangyayari yun. They know too well na hindi na mangyayari yun. Kasi kung makaka-break even man lang sila dito, I am sure they would risk it. Okay? But they know they're not going to see that money back. They know that they would not, break even at the very least. Okay? So after nyan, ang dami pang bayaran. It doesn't stop, after the event date. After niyan, ang dami pa nilang babayaran. So let's say they are in the hole for right now, sabihin na natin 10 million. And let's just say, we know that they're not going to make money out of the, fan attendance, right? They're not going to take it out of the gate. Kasi if you know boxing, it's a big fights, it's just a small, it's just a fraction. Okay, it makes money, but they cannot take it out of the gate given the pandemic and all that. So let's just say out of that 10 million na they've lost so far, they're going to pay all these fees and federal taxes. All right, let's just say that they will add another 3 to 4 million siguro dun sa kanila. Again, guys, these are just rough estimates. I'm just throwing number out there for the sake of conversation. So let's just say that they add another 3 million on top of that after the licensing, hotels and accommodation after that. And then bumalik yung laban. Ang kinita nila because again, we never know what's gonna happen, 2 million. Then they're in the hole for 11.
Yeah.
Diba?
Ito
so
naman yung point
it's too risky.
This is my point of view on that one, JM. I think yung mga sinasabi mo expenses, it's minimal compared to what they already spent on. So, ang pinaka na worry ako is because what will be the impact on the image of Triller now, pulling back on their fighters in the early years. So this would look bad if I'm a fighter that's have a good name or is coming up. Now I'm gonna be nervous. Itong issue na ganito, you promised this big and then you cannot deliver, and now you're gonna pull out on me, or na biglang babaksak ako sa promoter na iba. Okay. It doesn't look good on Triller. So if I'm Triller, I've already spent 10 million. I might as well.
Okay.
Just for the sake of my name being saved. Because
first things first, no, Triller has nothing to save. Okay, what name do they have in the first place? Okay, it's not like they're, when we say Triller, oh wow, Triller, diba? It's not like that, no? So just the fact that it's been postponed many times, it's been moved many times, sirang-sira na sila doon. All right, what do they have to save right now? The only thing that they can save right now is their money. Okay, and they just have to accept, this failure. May talent fee pa ni Jennifer Lopez. And di ko alam na nandun pala si J-Lo. Isipin mo na lang yun. Of course, they would have to pay, to pay the performer after the performance. So yun na lang, isipin mo, yung TF ni J-Lo, di natin alam. Maybe that's another 3 million or we never know. But, these guys, even though that they are new to the legitimate boxing business, hindi naman po natin pwedeng sabihin na bobo tong mga ito. So it is a calculated move. They know, I'm sure they have weighed in the pros and cons nitong show na ito, ng event na ito. If we're going to proceed, then it means okay, we can recuperate money or not. I'm sure they weighed in on that, and in the end they decided to pull the plug. At the end of the day, kawawa rin naman yung kawawa lang yung Lopez at Camboso sa kanila. Ang babata nito, walang talo. Isipin mo, mag-iisang taon na, walang laban. And we all know as young fighters, they would want to be as active as they can, during their young career. So, okay na yun. May deposit naman di ba? Kasi pag na-default, pupunta sila kay Eddie Hearns So, doon na sila sa legit, at least matutuloy pa. And it's very hard for fighters, I mean, I have competed in the, before as well. Isipin mo the fact that you're trying to cut weight and you don't know when to taper off. The fact that, hindi mo alam kung kailan nag-peak ka na, tas nag-move na, it messes you up. It messes you up. Kawawa yung mga fighters sa kanila, sa totoo lang.
Okay. Anyone else would like to share anything about this? Anthony, Prare, go.
I-add on ko lang po kasi nasabi na rin ni Sir JM about kay Eddie Hearn. I think siya talaga yung magbe-benefit nito. Kasi maraming nagsasabi na yung England talaga or United Kingdom talaga is malaki ang pera doon sa boxing. And then yung sa Triller naman, actually yung last nilang pinaka major na mangyayari talaga dapat is to set it in Australia kasi malaki rin yung sponsorship doon and open sa mga tao. So, nung move na yun na hindi pumayag si Teofimo Lopez, doon na parang nagsiset sila ng date na dito, tapos hindi naman malaki na na state dito sa US. So, wala rin, hindi rin talaga binabago-bago nila. And then yun nga sa TV show daw dahil may katapat daw, but hindi naman yun mababawi sa isang show lang.
Yeah. You know what, actually, yung sinabi ni Anthony, that's also how you know that these guys are not sure of what they're doing, because their concern is actually the freaking NFL. Okay? Do you actually believe for a second that you would be able to draw those fans to a Teofimo Lopez versus Cambosos fight? Okay, Cambosos kilala natin yan, but who the hell knows Cambosos outside of us? It's not like you can draw casuals, okay? It's not like those NFL fans would be able to, kumbaga agawin niya yung boxing fans. And mind you, ang tagal nang nasa kalendaryo ng NFL na yon. Another thing na naging mistake na dyan is yung kanilang due diligence. Hindi nyo man lang chinek. And then all of a sudden, you're gonna tell me that you are going to pull out because of, may NFL dito. Really? Do you honestly think for a second football fans, American football fans, would actually watch your show? Di ba? I mean, to me, it just goes to show that these guys are just, they're just not sure how to make this fight work.
Even Teofimo Lopez, who the hell knows Teofimo Lopez? He's not Mexican, he's not Puerto Rican, he's not Cuban, he's Honduran. He has no fan base.
Exactly, that's what I've been saying. They are not household names. Alright? So kahit sa ang date mo itapat yan, it's not like you can actually sell this to the casuals. Kasi ganun mo naman po kumikita ang boxing. Kasi kung tayo lang, hardcores, okay, sa totoo lang po, malulugi ang boxing. Okay? They would have to bank on casual fans getting in para to make the show happen. Okay? Yan na nga ginagawa ng Triller Pinag-uusapan natin, Triller ngayon. That's what they did. Okay? O sige, palabanin natin itong mga senior citizen. Yung mga casual fans, uy, ano yun na, idol yan ng lolo ko. Oh, di ba? Nice. O sige, panoorin natin. Di ba? That's, they know how to do that. But when it comes to this, hindi nyo gamay yan. Leave it to the legitimate promoters. Leave it to the guys like Arum and Eddie Hearns. Okay?
Alam ko na kung bakit. Alam ko na muna, sabihin ko sa inyo paano nila napunta yung mga casuals. Doon pala si J-Lo Nunod yan.
Exactly. O, isa pa
doon pala si J-Lo
May Justin Bieber pa last time, di ba? Meron pang...
daming sideshow
No.
Yeah, J-Lo. Magtutwerk-twerk lang si J-Lo doon. Lipat na yung mga casual tsaka mga young fans.
Whatever credibility they had or mga nakuha nilang fans, I think nawala lahat nun nung na-knock out si Holyfield. Ang daming nagalit doon.
Yeah, that was I think pushing the limit already. Medyo
that was
nasira ng konti sila doon, nasobrahan kasi.
Yeah. You know, ako guys, for me, I'm all for this. You know, I really think the more eyeballs that you can actually invite, get to watch boxing, the better, right? But that Holyfield fight, that a guy who is a legend paved the way for all of these things happening in boxing right now to happen. For you to do that, to a legend like Holyfield, that just freaking crossed the line. All right? That's a no-no. Sabi nga ni Atty. Ed Tolentino, the guy is 58 years old. Alam niyo naman ang history ni Vitor Belfort, hindi ko na anuhin dito, di ba?
Yes.
So, you make that happen, paano kung na-disgrasya yung Holyfield? Right?
Yeah.
So, actually pa may sinabi ka kanina no that fighters just recently taking control of their of the fights. Parang something along
Yeah.
the lines. Yeah.
They have more
Pero
controls now.
yeah, they have more controls. Guys, ano ko lang, i-chime in ko lang, hindi po ito ang first time or this is not just recently ang mga fighters nagko-control na ng fights. Ang talaga nagpauso niya, at least in my opinion, nung 1980 si Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay? That is when, at least to me, the way it looked like, yung mga cherry picking, dyan na nagsimula. Kasi titingnan mo yung resume ng Sugar Ray Leonard. Pero sasabihin nila, bakit nawawala si Aaron Pryor? Diba? Sasabihin kasi nila, this guy actually ducked Aaron Pryor. Now, he's the first man in boxing to actually reach 9 figures in fight purse, okay? Because he knows his business. And yung sinasabi na he knows how to control the fight, okay? Now, when he took 5 year off, okay, from boxing and then came back to defeat Marvin Hagler, sinasabi nila that was the greatest comeback in history, okay? Pero maraming business side na nangyari doon, maraming pag-control na ginawa si Sugar Ray Leonard in the background to make that, to actually come up to master that victory. Unang-una, yung size ng ring. Kasi ang sinasabi lang doon ni Marvin Hagler, 'di ba? Akin yung pera kasi si Hagler fighter mentality lang eh. Akin yung pera. Sige. So ang ginawa ng Sugar Ray Leonard sa kanya, sige, sa'yo na 'yan. Pero lakihan natin yung ring. Pumayag. Sabi ng Hagler 15 rounds. Sabi ng Hagler 15 rounds. Sige, bigyan kita na mas maraming pera, gawin na lang natin 12 rounds. Pumayag yung Hagler. 'Di ba? So ganun po. So as early as the 80s nangyayari na to. Tapos sinundan pa the likes of Roy Jones Jr. Ewan ko kung sinong baybayan yun. The 90s, ayun. Medyo questionable din ang competition even though very talented. It's been happening naman na, to be fair.
Okay. Wow, we're getting some history lessons here. At yung mga sikat, ibig sabihin talaga nito, no? If pero kasi yung mga yun, talagang may mga names na eh. Talagang they established first before they... Pero yung Chofimo Lopez, parang kulang pa siya bago siya maghingi ng something.
Tsaka tsaka maidugtong ko lang Sir Pao at tsaka Sir JM. Iba kasi yung panahon ng 80s wala pang hindi pa in demand ng social media like YouTube, yan, ganyan, Facebook. So ngayon kasi parang ang dali na kasi ng mga boxer na mag-voice out o
that too.
magcontrol ng situation. Kasi ngayon pwede kang maglabas ng any YouTube channel or something like mag-post ka sa FB kung marami kang follower. 'Di ba kagaya nga ni Ryan Garcia na kahit anong sabihin ni Ryan Garcia ay naniniwala lahat ng mga fans niya sa kanya. Kahit naman tayong mga boxing fanatic at saka hardcore talaga hindi naniniwala sa pinagsasabi niya. Pero dahil nga the mere fact na ang dami niyang follower at saka yung fan base niya is napakalaki. Dahil naniniwala sa kanya aside from being pogi, di ba?
Yeah, which you have to give credit sa mga old school fighters that they were able to market themselves like that. Nung wala na social media, isipin mo the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard nga. But anyway, I get your point, Kultura, and I agree ako doon.